Hey guys, welcome back to Deadman1010 and welcome back to another predictions video for the realm of WWE. I don't know why I said it like that, but moving on. But yeah, so this is going to be my predictions video for Survivor Series 2022, or should I really say Survivor Series WarGames 2022, although they probably won't have it next year. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. But moving on. Uh, yeah, and I'm not alone in this whole spiel because Daredevil has joined me and already did write down his predictions, so he can say his spiel, and then I can just say what he believes because he sadly won't be heard on my other media device. Sadly, I was actually meant to get this going on Streamlabs, but I just simply forgot and just did it this way. But anyway, say hi, Daredevil, if you want. Yeah, this is the. I mean, it's a good start. It's how everybody else would do it.
Wait, are you serious? Nobody will do it?
Does it sound as bland as going out and mowing the lawn? Yes, but it works.
Something, I guess.
Sometimes the old ways work best, which I guess I figured it out the easy way by not even attempting to figure out whether OBS Streamlabs could actually do the same thing for me. But anyway, moving on, and moving on to the video that I'll be using for today's video and predictions video at that, and that'll be kicking in with Ross's video on the same thing.
Which apparently, oh, newsflash, guys, he was being a dummy and forgot it says my prediction.
Yes, I actually did. Yes, yes, I was a total asshole. But moving on. The it's time for big brain time. I got that from Ghost, so shout out to you, buddy. Brilliant. You'll be known for that for the rest of your life. I just want you to know that. But anyway, moving on. Oh god, yeah, this has already gone to hell. God. Eh, Hey,
What's good, y'all? Super Ross back at it again with another video.
hey, if it does happen, then I can just do the same thing that I did before and just mute the music, so it's no big deal. I was on about it going to hell as in just going completely out of the unprofessional zone.
So, back here once again with my preview and predictions for Survivor Series War Games. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a pretty good showing, man. Triple H, for the most part, has been killing the pay-per-views at least. The Monday Night Raws weekly have been kind of a hit and miss, and the SmackDowns have been pretty solid. But the pay
Yeah, some people some people have believed that the Raws have been kind of hit or miss. I don't know whether you believe the same deal, Daredevil.
I damn well believe the damn.
He can't speak English. I
Take two.
actually, I actually said that when it came to me losing to, I think it was Black Adam on Injustice 1. I basically said take two. Actually, no, it was Regime Superman, I think.
You lost.
Yeah, hey, he's a hard guy to defeat. Like, I mean, he literally tries to cheat his way to winning.
Okay, take two. What I mean, Raw or SmackDown can be hit or miss. I'm not gonna disagree with that because it's true.
I mean, let's face it, we're not living in a candy store anymore or anything like that, and it being all sunshine and rainbows. That was like 15, 16, well over that time years ago. Yeah, different worlds, different eras, different, well, everything. So it is what it is, but it hasn't been too bad, to be fair. And the premium live events have been definitely not hit or miss. They have been all hits. In fact, greatest hits, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. Hopefully, Survivor Series will be the same, which I have faith that it will be.
reviews, he's been knocking them out the park, in my personal opinion. And I think him bringing War Games to Survivor Series, oh man, This is going to be the first Survivor Series in a while. I think the last Survivor Series I was really, really amped up for was the Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Survivor Series. That was the last one I was like super amped up for. This one, I'm definitely excited. Can't wait because I mean I love the War Games stipulation, and I think it's going to be a very good showing. So we're gonna do
Hmm.
my preview and predictions: who I think is going to win, who I think is going to lose, and what storylines may be set up from it. So
I haven't watched much of SmackDown, just for clarity, guys, but I do know about Becky being in the War Games, so don't worry about that. I've not been a total tard and forgotten, but obviously, there's only so much time between like the morning after SmackDown and then me doing these predictions videos. It's like, yeah, you sort of just gotta go, go, go kind of thing. So, yeah.
let's start with AJ
Anyway, the
Styles
first
versus Finn
match.
Balor. This match, I think, is
So, AJ versus Finn, I have a willing bet that it's gonna be amazing. And I think it should be the show opener, to be honest. And I think it will. And in terms of who I think should win, considering that Triple H is on such a Finn Balor high right now, I think it would only make sense to have Finn win in that situation. Although me and Daredevil were literally on about this before I finally figured out that he actually had posted a predictions video, Ross that is, that if Edge were to return, then he could maybe do it in this match. So, I mean, that is also possible, but we shall see, obviously. I mean, I think it's just a normal one-on-one match, so I don't feel like it could happen. But I mean, you never know. So, yeah. But in terms of who I think should win, I think it should be Finn, and the feud's been. Oh boy, where do we even begin? Because there's many layers to this, and I feel like it could take a whole other video explaining that. But I'm just gonna say that the feud's been all over the place. But yeah. So that's what I believe. That's my opinion on the feud in summary. I suppose is it's been all over the place, literally and figuratively. For those of you that watched the clip of the Thanksgiving trashing that Dominic and Rhea did on Ray. Yep, I don't know how the hell that thing became a thing, but here we are. I did go over it a little bit during my live stream of LEGO DC Supervillains last night, which I will hopefully upload to YouTube in the very near future. But obviously, it's going to be a bit outdated when it comes down to Survivor Series and all the rest of it. But hey ho, it's not like that was what it was for. It was technically to pay tribute to Kevin Conroy. But point is, long story short, I don't know how the hell that thing is even a thing now. And not to mention that a Christmas tree in the background, like that just does not help it at all. And I guess Daredevil, you may as well say your opinions on that clip.
Thoughts and opinions on that match?
Well, on that clip that me and you literally saw yesterday, and you saw in your messages or notification.
I'll say this: it was something. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Anyway, who do you? Well, obviously I know who you want to win, but obviously the viewers won't know. So in that case, yeah, he basically said it was something, guys, just for the record. But you sadly won't be able to hear him. But in terms of who you want to win, Daredevil, who do you want to win?
Okay, as like, man, this is a tough one. But due to how Triple H wants to push a former world champion, and that former world champion is Finn Balor, you
Yeah.
want the W to win. And do I think there's going to be shenanigans? Of course. It's Judgment Day and OC. I don't see how the Judgment Day doesn't interfere in this match.
Hmm. Yep.
Um,
Especially
I see.
especially after what's gone on in this past month alone.
Yeah, yeah. What I see happening is like maybe Judgment Day interferes, and like always, it leaves a thing for Balor to win. So, prediction on that is Finn Balor taking the W.
And yeah, you sadly didn't hear it here, folks, but he basically said that Finn will win, and there'll possibly be some shenanigans from Judgment Day and all the rest of it. And sorry about whacking my mic as well. I didn't really whack it, but accidentally hit it. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I wasn't trying to play MC Hammer and be like Hammer Time. But yeah, so long story short, Daredevil believes that Finn will take the W, and I fully agree. Seeing as Triple H is on a Finn Balor high right now, there's no two ways about it.
Going to be pretty
Moving
good.
on.
Do I think there will be some?
Oh, and also where we'll go from here. At this point, who the hell knows? After that clip yesterday that me and Daredevil saw, anything can happen. They could literally crash. Dominic and Rhea could legit crash. I can't speak. Crash Christmas for all I know. They could be the Christmas Grinches come next month. Who the hell knows? So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean, it's been definitely long-term storytelling for sure. Anyway, let's move on to the next match that I don't think is long-term storytelling by any means necessary, or by any stretch of the imagination.
Obviously, shenanigans from both team members of the OC and Judgment Day. Yes, honestly, I I want to say, in my opinion, I want to say AJ Styles needs to win. In my personal opinion, I think AJ Styles needs to win here. Granted, I know Finn Balor is supposed to be the leader of the group, but I think Finn Balor can take a loss, obviously with the shenanigans involved. But I think AJ just needs a win. He needs a win on this show. It's been a
I mean, if it's shenanigans that get AJ the win, then fair enough. That kind of keeps Finn strong. But if it isn't, then that wouldn't be ideal for him. So, yeah. And I assume you agree the same, Daredevil.
Oh, I didn't know I was in an interview. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, either way, I wouldn't mind AJ taking the W, but I feel like Ben needs it more, in my opinion.
Yeah. So if it's by shenanigans, thanks to AJ's group, then fair enough. Like, give AJ the win, it's fine. It still makes Finn strong, so it's not a big deal. But if it was just like a normal, like, pin 1, 2, 3, then that wouldn't really be ideal for Finn at all. If he were to take that pin. So therefore, yeah. Finn all the way, but if shenanigans sway AJ's way and he gets the upper hand thanks to that, then I mean, fair enough, it still makes Finn strong. But anyway, moving on.
correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong on this, but it's been a while since AJ Styles has won on a pay-per-view. So I think him forming this faction, bringing back the OC and stuff like that, I think that could be a good way to get some momentum going. So I would have AJ Styles win the match, but I do think this is going to be a pretty good match. Will there be some shenanigans? Of course, but I think it's going to be a good match. Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh, speaking of sorry about that cough, guys. But yeah, speaking, Jesus Christ. Speaking, third time lucky charm. But yeah, speaking. Well, now this is just turning into a broken record. But anyway, talking of I can hear you laughing in the background there. Speaking of storylines that, well, don't have much long-term storytelling at all, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart, and Shotzi, you're not ready for this, love. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going with Ronda on this one, and Raquel with one arm is not going to make jack difference because you've also got Shayna Baszler in the cut as well, or at least that will most likely happen. So yeah. I'm going with Ronda, unfortunately, to retain and feud. I've not even seen much of it, so I can't really say whether it's been good or bad, but at this point, it's Ronda Rousey. So you guys make the answer. And then as for where we go from here, I don't see any benefit from. I can't speak. Any benefit from from continuing this storyline, or even speaking for that matter. Apparently, in my case. But anyway, what's your opinions, Daredevil?
Well, I think your opinion's fine. No, no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, it kind of was, but then it kind of wasn't at the same time.
Um, I think Ronda, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anybody really cares about this match. Like, let's be real. Nobody cares
Yeah,
about this match. Nobody cares about the feud, and nobody cares about this match.
yeah,
The feud, to me, the feud's just been dull. There's nothing you can do to save it. It's basically we're in the same situation as the Liv and Ronda situation.
yeah. So, yeah. Actually, I feel like it's Ronda's fault then, because she was in both feuds. It makes a lot of sense, but moving on, we're not going to pick blames or call people names.
If by somehow Shotzi wins, everyone will lose their minds. Like, but I'm gonna stick with my gut feeling and say Ronda's retaining.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How Shotzi even got this opportunity is beyond me.
She beat Shayna. That's the whole. I don't understand.
Well, then that kind of makes Shayna look a bit tardy a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah,
Although Shayna's always been that way since after she lost to Becky at WrestleMania 2020. So I mean, what's the difference? But moving on, and yeah, where we'll go from here. Just end it. Just end it. And I've not seen much of the feud, but according to Daredevil, I've not missed out on much
you
either.
haven't seen any of the food.
So realistically, this is pretty much a pee break for me and everybody else, which is ironic because that was what the women's division was back in the day. I feel like we're taking a backwards route. We're going back to the future now. It's not good. It's not good. But yeah, that's all thanks to Ronda. But moving on. Anyway, on to the next match. Now that we've basically taken the mick out of Ronda in this match and the feud and all the rest of it. Anyway, so we both believe that Ronda's going to win is the bottom line. So yeah, and yeah, moving on.
Does anyone care about this match? I personally don't. It's for the women, SmackDown Women's
God,
Championship.
Ross literally echoed your words.
I don't care. I don't believe Shotzi stands any chance. The problem they have right now on SmackDown is they don't really have any contenders that actually legit stand a chance, in my opinion, outside of um, Shayna Baszler and maybe Raquel Gonzalez. I don't.
I mean, maybe Raquel, but even then, I feel like that's kind of pushing it.
I could kind of say Liv, but not really.
I mean, Liv had her rise in the sun, and look where that got her. It gave her a disturbing image to look back on for the rest of her life.
You do realize that match was supposed to be more brutal than it was.
Yeah, I did watch a video where basically it was top 10 matches where WWE literally were like, nope, we're not taking this to the limit that you think we are.
Yeah, because it was supposed to have thumbtacks in it, and that's what she was supposed to. But that didn't happen.
I can't believe that they actually thought of that, especially in the PG era.
I mean, it would have worked. It probably would have saved the match, but no.
They definitely want to save Liv. That poor soul. She didn't really have much choice anyway. That you spin it, dice it, and hook it. But anyway, point is, yeah. So Liv had her shot. Raquel kind of has a chance. Shayna definitely has a chance. But we both know that they're not going to wage war with each other apparently yet.
Where do I think this story's going? No, in the feud. It's pointless. Nobody cares.
Yeah, we're going to put it in the trash of shame.
It doesn't need to come back.
Shotzi cool,
Yeah.
but no, she's
Yeah, it can go to hell for all I can care.
Not beating Ronda. This probably, in my opinion, maybe the low point of the pay per view. So yeah,
Oh,
I
it will
don't
be.
really care for this match, but I do have Ronda retaining. So all right, cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if I was going on my phone or something and messaging you guys during that time.
Yeah, we're in a call, we're watching this, and then this match pops up, and we're just all on our phones, like, interesting. That's pretty interesting move you got.
Yeah, exactly. That feels like every Ronda Rousey match, and it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah, but now it feels that way. It's just like, oh, Ronda Rousey's on. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Pull up my phone.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm currently having my lunch, but we can still keep going.
Now the match I think is going to be really fucking good and really entertaining. Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley in a
Oh,
triple.
here's a match that's actually worthy of Survivor Series. Bobby Lashley versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Austin freaking Theory, which actually sounds pretty cool.
I hate to cut you off. I know you have viewers and whatnot, but I hate the name Seth freaking Rollins. You should
Yeah,
go back.
yeah, I know they overplayed their hand. I know that's a classic WWE thing, but anyway, in a triple threat match for the US title, and yeah, this match is gonna slap everything. This match is gonna be fun, and in terms of who I think will win, and first of all, the feud compared to Shotzi and Ronda, I've seen a little bit more of, but even more so compared to Shotzi and Ronda was much better. I mean, it's not even a competition. Why I'm even comparing those makes me feel sick to my stomach. But anyway, moving on from that, and moving back along to Bobby, Seth, and Austin Theory, uh, or really Theory. But anyway, so feud's been great from what I've seen, and it's for the US title, and I feel like Seth should retain. I don't see much reason for Theory to get it back, and Bobby, I think he's gonna wage war with Lesnar soon, and that match can live without a title. So realistically, having Seth retain isn't a bad idea. And where we'll go from here, I don't really know if they want to continue this feud, bearing in mind that the next premium live event is the Royal Rumble. So, I mean, I don't mind it continuing, but at the same time, I feel like they should all go on to new things, since it's, the new year and the Royal Rumble coming. So, I mean, they can have this storyline, going for the rest of the year, like, for the rest of next month. But after that, I feel like we kind of need a clean slate. So yeah, but in terms of the bottom line is yeah, I think Seth should retain. And as for you, Daredevil, what do you believe about how good the feud's been? Who do you think will win, and where we'll go from here?
Wow, that's too many questions in one thing.
It's we'll start with one. What have you thought of the feud?
It's been decent. That's all I'm saying. Well, he's dead.
Uh, who do you think should win?
Okay, now this is a tough one because here's the problem with this. Okay, Bobby is in a feud with Lesnar, and both Lesnar and Theory both showed that they knew his wrestling side to the character. So,
Yep.
and you also you kind of want to give Theory the title because this would revitalize his career. It's sort of like a different side.
But I feel like they're building, well, kind of building him back up for something even bigger than the US title, considering of what time of year we're nearly around.
But at the same, but
What were you gonna say again?
I said I feel like Theory should win. Not Theory, Rollins.
Yeah. And do you think the feud will continue, or will they just end it right then and there?
I think it might continue. Just build on something. Maybe. I don't know. But
But come the new year, I would like each guy to have, like a clean slate heading into Rumble. So I mean, I don't mind them continuing the feud for the next month of December, but after that, I feel like they all need a clean slate ready for Rumble. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next match that is on the card.
United States Championship match. Oh man, Bobby Lashley has been on a tear as of late. Ever since Brock Lesnar has came back and he lost the United States Championship. Austin Theory is like a new man, so it's interesting. He's more aggressive. He's more like he seems more serious. And then Seth Rollins, it's Seth freaking Rollins. This is a tough one because Seth just won the championship. Seth literally just won the championship.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So all the more reason for Seth to retain, because also it'll be a relatively short title reign for him,
yeah, imagine the headlines.
which
Seth Rollins loses.
which I wouldn't want for Seth, considering that I don't think he has been the US champion before and only the US champion. So it'll be nice for him to have a lengthy reign, but obviously not Roman lengthy, because I don't think they'll go that far.
You never know. They could pull a Seth Rollins Roman Reigns title.
We'll see. We will very much see, and we'll see how other fans react to that.
Championship. And with this triple threat, they could possibly have some type of way where somebody doesn't get pinned to potentially set up another feud. But the question is, who do you have get pinned here? This is a tough one. I really don't know. If they want to do a reset on Theory, I'm really. I have been thinking about this. I don't know. I think. I don't think.
I don't know who should really pin who, to be honest, because, well, there's a lot of statistics that go into this match, believe it or not, and, yeah. Mm, yeah, that is a tough one, to be fair. I didn't really think of that, who should pin who, and I don't really know who should pin who, and I'm willing to bet that you don't know, Daredevil either.
You don't. Okay, here's the thing. You don't want to have Theory be pinned because that loses credibility.
I think your mic kind of cut out a little bit, or did it not?
I think it did.
Uh, what were you trying to say, sorry?
Okay, you don't want to have Theory lose because, well, you'd lose the credibility for Theory. You also don't want to have Bobby lose. I think you got to pin Bobby. I don't know. The Theory still looks strong.
If WWE can find a way in, having one of the guys get pinned but them still look strong, then that'll be quite the feat.
Yeah,
But
but
we'll see what occurs.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Theory winning the U.S. title. I just think it's a bit early for him to win it. So I don't.
Well, think about it. Seth's title reign has only just begun, so it wouldn't really be right for him to lose it. What were you saying again? I couldn't quite hear you.
I said, hey, Bobby Lashley, his reign didn't last that long. He lost it to Seth.
Dan, that thing is the 8th. I got it wrong.
Yeah, I'll discuss with you, Daredevil, what the eighth was being brought up for. But anyway. as for what you were saying, Jesus, what were you saying? Sugar. Oh, my mind, I swear to God. Hold on, mate. Oh no, that wasn't meant to go out. Damn it. Anyway, I think you were on about Bobby getting pinned.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bobby got pinned by Rollins. Yeah, his
yeah,
last boss.
yeah. Although he had a pretty good run having endless good matches, whereas Seth, if he were to get pinned now, it would technically be an even shorter reign, I think.
Or you could have it where Seth doesn't get pinned, and then he's like, "Oh, you never pinned me."
Ooh, that could be a good one, but then again, how do you make either guy look strong in pinning the other one?
That's a good question.
Oh boy, this is hard. Oh my god. I guess we'll just see, and we'll see where things escalate after. So I guess moving on to the next match in that situation being so, me and Daredevil don't know who should pin who. That's basically the bottom line, and all the rest of it. But
I think he should pin. I think he should pin Dead Man for the title.
I'm not in the match, so no. But anyway, trust me, guys, I'm not. You'll see it in the little thing. I'm not there. But anyway, I can't even think now. Anyway, the real bottom line is I believe Seth should win. So that's kind of all you guys need to know in that situation being. And who do you believe should win Daredevil? Did you say Seth, or is it just me?
I said that.
Okay, cool. We're in agreement. Anyway, moving on to the next match. Having said that,
It makes sense for Austin to eat the pin because then we can't take him seriously. If that makes any sense, we can't take him seriously as a newfound man. And I think they're trying to set up something with Bobby and Brock at some point again, obviously. So they're trying to keep Bobby Lashley strong. I think Seth is probably going to lose here. Seth will probably. I could see Seth eating the pin over Bobby Lashley. I do. I can see Seth. I can see Seth, I guess, picking up the scraps. Bobby Lashley maybe hits him with the finisher, and Austin Theory picks up the scraps and wins that way. I can see that because I think the objective is to get Austin Theory over as this newfound guy. It makes no sense for him if he loses and eats the pin. And the same thing for Bobby Lashley. I don't think Bobby Lashley needs to eat the pin anytime soon. I think he needs to be dominant going in trying to face Brock Lesnar one more time. Obviously, they'll probably do it at WrestleMania. So I don't know, but I'm going with Austin Theory winning by pinning Seth Rollins. That's my prediction there. Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. I know he just got the title, but at the same time, Seth Rollins can eat the pin and still be over. How many times has he lost to Cody and lost to Edge and he was still mega over? Seth Rollins can eat the pin. You know what I'm saying? So if they're trying to build up Austin Theory, which I think they are, they're trying to do a reset on him. I'm okay with Austin winning and being this aggressive champion and Seth Rollins eating the pin. And maybe we get another feud with them. I don't know. All right. So now we're getting to the War Game matches. We're going to start with the women's War Game match. Damage Control featuring Bayley, Dakota.
I mean, it would suck for Seth Rollins if he were to lose the title that early, but I think that could be a very real possibility. But I kind of hope it don't happen. But I feel like judging by what Ross is saying, I feel like we ain't really got much choice in the matter.
Yeah, like I said, take for example what happened to Bobby Lashley.
So yeah,
We might get a repeat of that. Okay, I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, like in my mind, I do think that Seth deserves a fair reign as a US title at some other stage, but sadly, I don't think it's going to be now. But I am voting for him to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if he were to lose. But I do think that he does deserve a reign with the US title at some stage, like a fair, lengthy one. I do think he does deserve it.
I'd rather stick to your like what your gut's telling you, or stick to what your heart. And I think Seth has to retain. You know,
Mm, it should definitely be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, on to the other half of the show, which basically makes up the show and basically makes the show exciting. War Games!
Sky, Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Mia Yim, and a mystery partner that
So we have the women's War Games. I'm gonna do that because it's just, I don't know, it's funny. But anyway, as for the mystery opponent, we obviously found out that it was indeed the man, Big Time Bex, on SmackDown, and I was definitely surprised. But because I kept saying like it's gonna be Sasha or something like that, but nope. But anyhow,
my whole saying is, if you expect to be disappointed, then you can never be disappointed.
fair point. I mean, I wasn't really disappointed. It was just a, oh, she's back so soon. But it felt like a John Cena 2008 comeback, but not. I don't know. But anyway, as for who I think, so the feud's been great. First of all, great feud. The match will be insane. I don't know. For somebody who hasn't watched a War Games match fully yet, this is gonna be an experience. But and I'm referring to myself when I say that. But anyway, and who I think should win, it's got to be Damage Control. It's got to be. But anyway, what do you think of the feud so far, Daredevil?
I mean, you can't really call it a feud because it's mainly focused because Rhea Ripley's in a feud with Mia Yim, okay, and Damage Control's just been feuding with Bianca for the last few months. It was okay at the start, and now it's starting to dwindle because would we expected Damage to win? Nah, that didn't happen. She lost. Now I see no point for this rivalry anymore. But
I mean, to be fair, you got a point. I mean, I did forget about that. People are, I guess, so salty about that, and in a way, I'm one of those people. I don't think that was a good call that they made at Crown Jewel, I think it was. But hey ho. But hey, it's led us to War Games, so I mean, there you go.
I still think Bianca's team's gonna win. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and say Team Damage Control is winning only via like a heel turn by like the faces team, like maybe Alexa or Bianca.
Alexa makes the most amount of sense because of her, well, kind of two-faced kind of personality-ish that's sort of going on, sort of not, in the case of Bray Wyatt's logo, but
Yeah,
it's in early stages, without a doubt, because Bray's in a feud with LA Knight. Yay, I remembered his name. But anyway, it's in early stages as far as I'm concerned right now, as of this recording. But anyhow, I think if Damage Control were to win, I think it would be via Alexa turning on them, and I think the reason why you are saying that Bianca's team could win is because of the whole "oh, faces must win" blah 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 thing.
no, that's not even why I'm saying that. It's because
Uh,
Bianca's has 2 wins over Bailey.
uh, fair enough. But I do think that Damage Control should win, so therefore I'm still sticking to damage control, so I'm not gonna
If
try
that
and.
happens, that's probably gonna make me the most outraged if Bianca's team wins, because I'll just
Mm.
Where I'm filming this before Friday Night SmackDown, so I don't really know who the mystery partner
oh, you're
is.
getting hit with
But
that.
Hey, designer developers, you have great web skills, but you need the latest tools to get ahead. Full
I already have the latest
in
tools.
my
It's called
opinion,
Skip.
even with the mystery partner, I had the heels winning. I had the heels winning only because I think they're trying to set up something between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. If you guys paid attention a couple weeks ago, Rhea Ripley caught the beats and it was great. And she was walking in the back, nursing her wounds, and that's when she locked eye to eye with Bianca Belair. I think they're setting up something there. It just, in my opinion, I'm okay with that because I can see something where maybe Rhea Ripley ends up being the one to pin Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Bianca and the Bailey story, I think we should be past that. I'm okay with Rhea, you know.
Jeez, what a week Rhea will have had. First, he goes to Mommy and Me's house, and then and then she pins Bianca, who's the champion. That is one hell of a weekend. But anyway, moving on.
Oh, all jokes aside, I know y'all be like, oh, you hate Rhea. I really don't. I like her heel character. I'm okay with her um, being potentially the next challenger. And the best way you could possibly do that, granted, I don't like pinning the champion, so maybe you could pin somebody else, maybe not the champion, but she can say, we beat you at WarGames. I beat you at WarGames. I want a shot at that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think the guest, whoever the mystery partner is, some people are saying Sasha Banks. I don't, whoever it is, I don't see them eating the pin. I see the heels somehow overcoming. I'm going, I think a lot of people are thinking of whoever it may be, the mystery partner is going to give them the edge and they'll win the match. But I'm going the opposite here. I just have a feeling that Damage Control is going to get the W here with Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley. I just have that feeling, and they're pushing Rhea Ripley as to potentially be the next champion on Monday Night Raw. Just how strong her character has been built. So I'm going with that. And the men's War Games match, the Bloodline, featuring Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the Usos, Solo Sikoa versus the Brawling Brutes.
If this doesn't end up main event, then I'm not. I yeah, I'm gonna have a few things to say come my review. That's for sure.
What you gotta say? What is that? Wait a bit. And the women's once it's main event, you'd be
Well, considering that this match screams main event, I mean, Bloodline versus Brawling Brutes, like that this is going to be utter chaos. The feud's been pretty good to be fair, but
I think the only one who's gonna be mad if it's not
yeah,
main event, like it's the third, the last match.
yeah, this match
But
has main event written all over it. I mean, it even sounds like a main event match. Think about it. Bloodline, the entire Bloodline, by the way, so this includes Solo Sikoa's premium live event match, by the way, so let's not lose sight of that. But anyway,
wait. Did you say third?
no, first.
Oh, okay. Third.
But anyway, let's not lose sight of that. But point is, entire Bloodline versus Brawling Brutes, including also Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, mind you. And yeah, this is gonna be insane. Those guys are literally gonna try and murder each other, probably, and it's gonna be good to watch. To be honest, I'm looking forward to it big time. And yeah, hopefully that gets main event. The feud has been all right, not too bad. And where we'll go from here, I don't really know. To be honest, it sort of depends who the hell takes the pin out of whatever team. And the Brawling Brutes might win, but I do have a gut feeling that they'll still have the Bloodline win, even if it isn't non-title, which it isn't. So there you go. Or it is non-title. Sorry about that, but you guys get what I mean. But yeah. So So in that situation, yeah, that's kind of my verdict on this match. The feud was great, and I think the Brawling Brutes are gonna win. But I do have a gut feeling that the Bloodline could too. And where we'll go from here sort of depends on who gets pinned by who. And yeah, what do you think of the feud, Daredevil?
I thought you were talking in the ball.
No.
It's been okay. Not the best feud I've ever seen. It's not like, oh, it's a 5-star feud. No, no.
Hey, the match is going to be a 5-star classic. There's no doubt about that, but a slobber knocker of one.
But you're talking about a feud, not a match.
I know, I know, I know. But anyway, who do you think, speaking of the match, who do you think will win that said match?
Brawling Brutes only because maybe like Sammy tosses the bloodline and it leads to I'd say I'd say Sami Zayn gets the pin via like maybe a distraction because maybe the bloodline's telling to like finish him off, finish Owens off, but he hesitates. Roman's like, "What are you doing?" And then maybe Gallows like maybe tries to heel turn. Well, not heel turn, try to break up. But it'd be cool just for Jay to start off face.
Hmm.
And the way I see where this is going, maybe Sheamus and Roman Reigns at Rumble.
Hmm. Like in that situation, in that situation being, yeah, that would be pretty cool because Sammy and Jay have been butting heads for weeks and weeks now. So that would be a good combination of that story if Bloodline were to lose, and that be that reason basically. And in terms of Roman and Sheamus being a possibility for Rumble, yeah, I do think it's a possibility, and I think those two will hit it out of the park. And it brings me right back to 2015, literally. Yeah, and I remember that history very well. 1 minute 15 seconds is, I think, how long it took for Sheamus to get the title from Reigns at Survivor Series. Your mic's cutting out. Okay.
You need the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, I think Roman versus Sheamus at Rumble is possible, and in terms of who will win, Brawling Brutes, only because obviously the Bloodline could have a bit of a stumbling edge.
The only the only exception to the bloodline winning is if maybe Karrion Cross gets involved.
That is possible. I don't know how we could, but I mean it's possible. But anyhow, point is, yeah, I believe that Brawling Brutes will win because of that whole Sammy situation, and Cross could have an appearance, but kind of likely, considering of there being a cage all over the joint. But anyway, point is, yeah, I believe that Brawling Brutes will win, in my opinion, and the feud's been all right. And where we'll go from here, I think it will lead to Sheamus versus Roman for the first time in oh god, maybe probably looking at a little over 7 years, maybe.
2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Yeah, yeah, it'd be 7 years.
Yeah, that is mental. Oh my god, time is moving. I don't like it. And then again, I don't have to like it. But yeah, so in that situation, Jesus Christ, it's a 50-minute video. But anyway, moving on. So yeah, so point is, Brawling Brutes, I believe, will win, and Few's been alright, and well, we'll go from here. Roman versus Sheamus at Rumble next year.
Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, Ridge, Holland, Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre. Ooh, bro. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I cannot wait for this. Just the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, like just their dynamic is going to be interesting. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns dynamic is going to be interesting. Like there's going to be some storytelling in this match. I'm going with the baby faces winning this match. And the reason why, because I think now is kind of the time to start planting the seeds of the downfall. And what I hope happens is there's a situation where Kevin Owens is pretty much at the mercy of the bloodline. Everybody's like kind of passed out, knocked out. And they want Sami Zayn, because he's close with him, they want Sami Zayn to put him out, to take him out. And he hesitates. Like he has some slight hesitation. He's like, I don't know if we need to do this. And then Roman gets mad because he's like, yo, what the hell's what you doing? And that causes the quick distraction for them. Maybe Kevin Owens hitting somebody with the Stone Cold Stunner, or the baby faces get the upper hand and ends up winning 1, 2, 3. And what would be cool, I don't know if they would ever do this. I'm not sure. I doubt that Roman would ever eat the pin. So it would be interesting if KO was the one to pin Roman, but I think they're still trying to keep him strong. So I think he ends up pinning like one of the Usos, or maybe Sami Zayn ends up getting pinned, because of his hesitation.
Paramount Plus. Original series with plenty to see.
Haven't any fun yet?
Top the Maverick will fill you with glee. Tis the season for streaming, so don't delay. Start your free trial today.
Paramount Plus, a mountain of blockbuster entertainment.
Did not need to know that.
The human race is incredibly resilient. We have the technologies we need to
Already know that.
And then the next coming weeks, now Roman's like, okay, you're not so oozy anymore. We may have to get rid of you because you cost us the goddamn WarGames match. So then we can set up the stipulation or the story. Sammy is about to get kicked out and they beat the living crap out of him. I'm talking about they ripped the Uzi shirt off. They beat him into oblivion, and that's when Kevin Owens gets involved, and we can potentially have KO, Sami Zayn, going against the Usos because he knows them so well for the tag team championships. And then we start making the downfall from there. So the first level of the bloodline downfall starts with Sami Zayn. It starts with him. He gets kicked out. Then KO, Sami Zayn goes for the tag team titles. They take the tag team championships from the Usos. Now there's some dissension there. Maybe there's some issues with Solo Sikoa. He's not liking how things are going. And one by one, people start falling away from Roman to the point where Roman's by himself. And that, to me, is when whoever is supposed to be, that's when they take over. That's when they take over the situation. Now, as of me filming this, I'm not sure. They may end up adding more matches to this card. Like I said, I'm filming this before Friday Night SmackDown, so they may end up adding a match with Bray Wyatt, on the card. Who knows? So we're gonna see. But either way, that's my preview and predictions. I'm gonna have the babyfaces win the men's WarGames match. I'm excited. I can't wait. Let me know down below, who do you guys think is gonna win their respective matches? Why?
So yeah, guys, that will pretty much do it for the Survivor Series predictions video. So yeah, and I will be watching Survivor Series live, so I'm gonna be basically probably knackered come I'm willing to bet tomorrow or something else. Because keep in mind that I've also got some gaming videos with Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7, Lego Stars for the Clone Wars, and Lego Pirates of the Caribbean to do after this, and two of them are Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 related, and then the other two are each Lego Star Wars and Lego Pirates. So, yeah, I'm going to be done in basically. But, yeah, it'll be a great show, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the prediction video that I made for it. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, favorite videos. If we could get up to, I guess, 150 likes, I still need to figure out what the like goal is that we were trying to reach. But either way, that would be appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you on obviously the next thing that I do next, gaming or predictions or whatever otherwise. And yeah, hope you enjoy Survivor Series. I definitely will, and I'm sure Daredevil will as well. And yeah, ciao guys. If you want to say bye, thingy, Daredevil, then you can.
Nah, I'm good. You keep going. Not mine.
Fair enough. So yeah, ciao guys.